So since I am going to proceed with the double running stitch, I'm not going to be tying anything. I'm going to just leave my 2 tails on the top left and top right, and we will work with those later. So starting with the double running stitch technique, you're going to lace your other fleece ribbon through your plastic needle, and what you're going to do is locate the first stitch on the front of your bag going down. You'll feel that going from the very first hole down to the second hole, and then where it comes through the back, you're going to lift up the stitch and insert your plastic needle right through that second hole in the back. So you're going to go bottom up through that second hole right underneath the other stitch that's already there. Pull your fleece ribbon through until you have just about 1.5 inch tail, and you're going to then go to the next hole, and that's the beginning of the next stitch. So you're going to lift up that stitch again, and you're going to put your plastic needle right down through that same hole where that stitch started, going top down, and pull that through. And we're going to continue doing this. So now I'm on the back again, and I am going to locate where that next stitch is, pull it up a little bit so that I can get my needle down through next to it where the hole is, and pull my fleece ribbon up. It'll be a little tight because you already have some stitching right next to it that you're pulling your needle up through. And once you've done this, so now we've got 3 contiguous stitches that we just did, and you'll feel those on the front and the back. So you're just going to continue pulling up the stitches, putting your needle right next to the hole where the fleece was before, and pulling your ribbon through up and down. We're going to continue this going all the way across the 3 sides until we get to the other top side again. I'll come back when I'm done. Okay, so now I've completed my double running stitch on the 3 sides. And if you feel along the sides, you'll note that you have no gaps between your stitching. It's a contiguous line of stitching going all the way across on the front and the back of your bag on the 3 sides. And you should have 2 tails in the front. So I stopped right before my next to last hole where my other tail was coming through. And in the back, you started in the second hole down. So you have 2 tails on the back and 2 tails on the front. And here you can simply tie a little knot, and then we can trim that off after. So I'm going to tie a knot on the front and tie a knot on the back. And you can trim that just to make it look neat. I like to have these fairly short. There you go. And you can kind of pull it if you've stretched your fabric a little bit as you were stitching. You can pull it out a little. Fleece is very stretchable. So very cute. Now we can move on to our 3rd segment, which is going to teach you how to lace your drawstring through the top channel.